Hey everybody, the Reswirl here, and welcome back to more of Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. Okay, right, so, now begins Episode 3, The Inherited Turnabout. Whoosh. The longest episode in this game, I think. Don't know for a fact. It just looks like it's fairly lengthy. What's for dessert today?
And Jeff Masters.
What the? Jesus! Why is that so loud? Oh god, I don't like it. It's like something out of horror. God damn. Happiness for one and all, the sweetest temptations. There, where? Over there. Take a peek inside the oven. Ding. God, the fucking noises. Look, it's freshly baked desserts. Something tells me it was not meant to be like a gunshot. Let's cook again today. Thank you for the heart attack, game. Appreciated. Yeah, something tells me that the emulation was a little bit, broken for that, but I don't know. This program sure brings back memories. Gregory. Tomorrow, I'm heading towards that fateful place with your son to find out the truth of 18 years ago. Every single Ace Attorney game seems to have this one case that hasn't been solved for, like, you know, a decade or more. I don't understand why. It just seems to be a very common theme. Yeah, it's like in the first Ace Attorney, you had the DL6. You also had the SL9 incident. Not so much, the second game. Well, maybe there was. No. I don't believe in the second game there was one. Trials and Tribulations. I honestly can't quite remember. Probably one of the ones that were to do with Dario Hawthorne, really. Ace Attorney Investigations. There was the one that was to do with the Yatagarasu, which was like one of the... I think it was the second to last case? I can't remember. My memory's hazy. It just seems a very common theme. By the way, the Zodiac Art Gallery. Mr. Shields, isn't it about time you told me what this is all about? Why did you bring me to this museum with you? You're not busy now, are you, Miles? I thought it'd be nice if we could share the romance of the constellations together. I beg your pardon, but I would like to leave. Sorry, it was just a joke. Do you know about the final case your father worked on? The IS-7 incident. Again, they always have code names too. Yes, Manfred von Karma showed it to me immediately after I became a prosecutor. I reviewed the case file again last night after you invited me here. And, while I don't remember it very well, I also had been in attendance at the trial back then. Oh. Really? Oh man! When I was young, I loved watching my father do battle in the courtroom. During that trial, it was my father, the defense attorney Gregory Edgeworth, against Manfred von Karma. My former mentor, Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. And while the trial ended with the defendant being declared guilty... I see. So you were there too, at Gregory's final trial. In that case, I'll cut to the chase and tell you what you want to know. The truth about the IS-7 incident. It happened 18 years ago, during the winter. All the buildings were covered in snow, coating the entire town like a layer of frosting. And it was in this very place that the incident occurred. Please no more loud bangs. Jump scares. This is all before Uncle Ray became a defense attorney. God, look at him. 18 years ago. Wait. Is this a... Wait. Is this entirely a flashback, or do I actually get to play as Gregory? Oh. Oh. Oh my god, I actually get to play as him. Mr. Edgeworth. This request sure was sudden, don't you think? Indeed. We were contacted immediately after the client was arrested. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. I brought my assistant Raymond with me to meet our client, but... Oh, I like the music. A murder on Christmas Eve. This is just too much. Ah. Oh no. In the darkness, a miraculous meeting. Well, this is the guy that had the loud bang that scared me. Welcome, one and all, to the visitor's room. Amazing! So this is what meeting a client is like. What is the... Why is the guard doing jazz hands? It all happened so suddenly. I was completely surprised. I'm almost surprised. I'm also surprised. 1,000 pardons for startling you. I am merely expressing my happiness through song. Welcome one and all. I greatly appreciate you coming. So you're the client for this case? Oh, the Ace Attorney games are all incredible. And I've been doing them back to back since the first one. Like, at some point last year, towards the tail end of last year. It's been a long time. Indeed. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. So after this game is finished, I have Ace Attorney Dual Destiny... Oh no, I've got Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, and then Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, Spirit of Justice, and then the Great Ace Attorney 1 and 2. But whether or not the second one's translated by that point, I don't know. We'll see. Well, fan-translated, I should say. I will be representing you in court. This is my assistant, Raymond Shields. Nice to meet you. I'll do my best to help you. Relax, Raymond. Please excuse his jitters. He's working part-time at my office as an apprentice. I thought I'd let him assist me in this investigation. So, Mr. Gregory and Raymond, correct? I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. My job involves saving my clients from crimes in which they were falsely accused. First, I should determine if he is truly innocent. First, I would like to know more about you. Ah, I have forgotten to introduce myself. My name is Jeffrey Master. What? You mean you're... Master Jeff? I have... Yeah, I have. I plan on covering it at some point. It's just... It's one of those games that's very lengthy, so... The world's greatest pastry chef, Jeff Master, the Master Chef. And to be fair, recently I covered far too many long games at once, and slightly burnt myself out on long-form games, so trying to cut back on the longer games and just cover a few short ones in the meantime. Yes, I am honoured that you have heard of me. All my fans call me Master Jeff. Wowzers, I'm totally starstruck. I can't believe I get to meet Master Jeff. Raymond seems to know quite a bit about Mr. Master. Master Jeff makes fantastic desserts while putting on a song and dance show. Please do not show it. It has awful sound. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to do a flashback. Ah, great. I'm so scared. What the fuck? Macaroons or waffles? Light and fluffy? Chiffon cake? Oh my, this is great. Happiness for one and all. The sweetest temptations. There? Where? Over there. Oh, take a peek inside the oven. Great. And that guy's doing jazz hands again. Oh my god, I got caught up in the song myself. Wahoo! So happy that I got to sing with Master Jeff. It's my dream come true. Thank you. I am happy to hear that as well. What a character. Mr. Master, Raymond, shall we return to the matter at hand? I haven't played the remastered edition, but I do have it on PS3. And to be fair, when I eventually get around to covering it, I'll probably just play the PS3 version. I don't really care if the remastered version has, you know, new characters or whatever. Yes, of course, my sincerest apologies for making you wait. Now where should we start? Because fuck it, Tales of Vesperia is such an expensive game. I remember I wanted to get it on Xbox 360 at one point, but it was one of those games that even pre-owned it never dropped in value. Jeff Master, tell me about yourself. You are the world's greatest pastry chef, but you are also skilled in song and dance. Yes, when I'm having a good time, my body just moves to the rhythm by itself. You seem to enjoy making desserts for the bottom of your heart. Oh, if you don't have a good time making desserts, you won't make anything good. Creating desserts that bring happiness to one and all is my purpose in life. Master Jeff's desserts are practically works of art. They sparkle and look so delicious. He's famous for his dreamlike desserts. Bringing happiness to all with his dreamlike desserts. Huh. About the case. The incident occurred in your estate, is that correct? Yes. That's where the Great Dessert Contest was being held. It seems that the body was discovered in one of my creations. Oh dear. They found it in one of your desserts? How? For that reason, I was arrested by the detective in charge of the initial investigation. I would never do something as vile as robbing someone of their life. I am certain that the police will also realize that they have made a mistake. Really? Do you know anything about the victim? He was a man named Isaac Dover. He was one of the competitors in the contest. He was a wonderful man who made desserts of the highest beauty. Why did he have to die? I see. He truly seems to be grieving over the victim's death. I believe I have a sufficient understanding of Mr. Master's personality. Mr. Master, before I accept your request, there is one final matter I must confirm. You did not kill Mr. Dover. Can I take your word for it? Yes, that is correct. I did not kill him. No matter what happens, I would never take another person's life. Those aren't the eyes of a liar. I understand. I believe you. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. I'm not really fussed about backwards compatibility. I mean, it's great, yes, but I'm also a person that still has my Xbox 360 connected, as well as my PS3, Wii U, PS2, and everything. But I have Infinite on Discovery. I've got quite a lot of Xbox 360 games, to be fair. Not only one. There's a few I'm missing. I've got 99 Nights 2 I'm missing, which I should probably try and pick up at some point. There's a few others as well, but for the most part I have quite a lot of Xbox exclusives, like Magna Carta, I believe. Is it Magna Carta 2? Anyway, I'm getting off track. So the pleasure is all mine. I'm grateful to speak with someone other than a detective. Next we shall begin our investigation of the crime scene. We will report back with our findings once we are finished. Broken Sword. Is that a point-and-click adventure game? Because if it is, I think I own all of them on PC, and also I think I have them on PS1 too. Mr. Gregory Raymond. Oh, Mr. Gregory Raymond. I wish you good luck. But either way, if Broken Sword is a point-and-click adventure game, then yes, I'm pretty sure I've played it. Don't remember which one. Whew, sure is cold outside. Didn't expect it to be snowing this hard. Indeed, a blizzard like this will probably not clear up for a while. But even so, the mansion is ginormous, so this is what Master Jeff's place is like, huh? If you're going to hold a contest in your own home, you would need this much space after all. Welcome, thank you for coming. Oh, it's... what's her face? What's her name, Kate? I can't remember. Oh my, are you okay? I'm so very sorry. Would you happen to be Monsieur Edgeworth? Yes, I am Gregory Edgeworth. Okay. Proper introduction and all that. And I am his assistant, Raymond Shields. Greetings and welcome. So, Monsieur Edgeworth and Monsieur Shields. It's like a tongue twister for me. Sheesh. I can't remember her name. Catherine. I called her Katie. Please call me Catherine Hall. Catherine Hall, even. I'm in charge of the household affairs of this estate, and I'm also Monsieur Master's assistant. Ah, no way. You're the famous Kate, aren't you? You know of me? Of course I do. I see you on TV all the time. I'm a big fan of Piece of Cake. Oh goodness, I'm glad to hear that you're a fan. Tell me, what is this piece of cake? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Every time it pops up with this, I'm scared it's gonna have broken sound, and literally just break my eardrums. It's a TV show that's hugely popular with the kids. Master Jeff and Kate sing and dance while they make delicious treats. Just like this. Uh-oh. Not again? Again? What spot is that today? Oh my god. God damn, it's seriously happening again. Rich and feathery. Cream puffs. Let's make it together. A delectable paradise. Oh god. Oh man, these characters are awesome already. I love it. Oh, Mr. Shields. That was incredible. I always practice along with the show. Maybe I should tell my son about this show. But man, doing this dance repeatedly sure works up your appetite. Ah, pardon my inconsideration. I've forgotten to take care of our guests. Please relax and have some tea. Oh man. The authenticity. It's almost like she's actually preparing tea. God, them mugs look massive. Oh, it's a Star Cup. This is some fine... is it Ceylon? Ceylon tea. I hear the aroma of citrus does wonders for your concentration. I see. So this is what Ceylon tea smells like. Oh, these saucers are chilled. Yes, they help cool the tea more quickly for people who are bad with hot beverages. I see. These teacups also have a wonderful design. Okay, if I ever had to drink out of something that was shaped like a star, wonderful is not the way I would describe them. They seem like they would be a pain in the arse to drink out of, without spilling all over yourself. Oh, thank you very much. They are one of the few pride and joys of our estate, ordered directly from France. They were made by the famed sculptor Pierre Hoquet? No idea. They are my absolute favourite articles of tableware. You seem to greatly appreciate this man's works. Yes, they are like treasures to me. She appears to be very honest about what she likes. Thank you, Miss Hall, but it's time for us to move on to business. Are there any details that you can give us about the incident? Ah, you're right. I sometimes get so distracted welcoming guests that I forget myself. To tell the truth, I was the one who discovered Monsieur Dover's body. Oh, so you were the first one to discover the body. Is it true that the body was discovered in one of Mr. Master's desserts? Yes, it was during the judging of the Great Dessert Contest. I hear the sound of something breaking from Monsieur Master's room. Monsieur Master, are you in here? What the... I still don't understand how. When I looked inside the room, I saw Monsieur Dover's body inside the treasure chest. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to have made you recall such painful memories. No, I should be the one apologising for not being much help. Now then, I believe it's time for us to start investigating the crime scene. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, please find some way to save Monsieur Master. Or Monsieur. I don't really know how you say it. I've always just said Monsieur. There's not someone who would commit murder. Yeah, we gathered that much. Yes, of course. Just leave it to us. Then I shall entrust it to you. If you'll excuse me, I have to continue serving tea to the other inspectors. Raymond, let's head to the crime scene. Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright. Wonder if this is mostly just going to be like, dialogue, or if there's actually going to be any sort of arguments or actual investigations. Hey! I just realised who that is. Is that Bad? Detective Bad. It's Bad, isn't it? What was his name? Bird. I can't remember his name. Bad, I'm certain it's Bad. God, I can't talk. Wow, this whole thing is made of chocolate. Okay, that makes more sense. Can't believe I'm actually seeing Master Jeff's desserts up close. I mean, one of them did have a body inside of it. Were this not the scene of a murder? Ah, pardon me. I admit, I too would have delighted in this occasion. Now that you've reminded me it's a murder scene, I'm getting shivers down my spine. Perhaps it's because this room is cold to begin with. Now that you mention it, this room really is cold. Achoo! It's probably to stop the chocolate from melting. God, he doesn't look any different. Never expected the defense attorney to show up so early. I actually really like Detective Bad's song too. His theme, I should say. Pleased to meet you. I'm Jeff Masters' defense attorney, Gregory Edgeworth. It is the same, innit? Maybe not. It might change, who knows. This is my assistant, Raymond. How do you do? Detective Tyrell Bad. It is Detective Bad. Okay, homicide. Mr. Bad, the detective in charge of this case. Man of few words. What? Tastes kinda bitter. Oh no, his theme's the same. Very nice. He ate the paper. He likes to digest his memos in his stomach as well as in his mind. It's just a strange habit of his. Please don't be too concerned. It would probably be too much to ask him not to be concerned at all. More importantly, Detective Bad, will you give us permission to participate in the investigation? Permission denied. But why? Mr. Edgeworth is Master Jeff's defense attorney. Defense attorneys plant false evidence to try and get their not guilty verdict. I don't want their kind to disturb the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth would never use false evidence to defend his client. Huh, I can't trust that. Coming from a defense attorney. Do the police still suspect Mr. Master even after the investigation? If we didn't, we wouldn't have arrested him. I believe that Mr. Master is innocent. That's why I've come to investigate. Believing in his innocence without investigating the crime scene, I'm reading really, really, how naive. That's why I would like your permission to investigate. By investigating the crime scene, I want to ascertain if my thinking was naive or not. So you don't intend to leave until you've investigated the crime scene? Yes. Fine then. I'll give you permission to investigate the crime scene. Oh, thank you. Oh. But I'll be accompanying you. I can't trust you defense attorneys after all. If you understand that, you can begin your investigation. That's a lollipop? I'm a little surprised myself. Alright, let's begin the investigation. Raymond, be sure to take notes on the case. Leave it to me, Mr. Edgeworth. Just begin already. Oh man, we do actually play as Gregory. This is interesting. What the heck? Do you know what the weirdest thing about this? I'm almost certain that Gregory's movement, like animations and whatever, are the exact same as Edgeworth's. It's like they just kind of copied over Edgeworth's sprite with Gregory's. Either way. That's where the body was. What the hell is that? That little white speck. Oh, it would be nice if I could stop yawning. Jesus. So this is where the body was discovered. Yeah. The body has been removed, but otherwise, the crime scene has remained untouched. Switch screen. What is that? It seems that the body was discovered inside this chocolate treasure chest. The person who discovered it was Miss Hall. So, Mr. Master, are you in here? Oh my god! She heard the sound of something breaking inside this room and came in. So we have a breaking sound. What was the sound that came from Mr. Master's room? Oh god. So I would like a little more information about this. What's this? Something has been dropped inside the treasure chest. This is... It seems to be some kind of seal, with a design and initials carved into it. Looks like a signet crest. Was it the victim's? I don't know if it was the victim's, but we should take it for now. Signet crest, found near the body at the crime scene. Does the design hold any special meaning? Huh. What else is there? We got this. It just looks like a bunch of chocolate. Seems like the body was discovered inside the treasure chest. The person who discovered it was Miss Hall. Oh, it's just repeating all of this. Okay. Right, yeah, we have the signet crest. What else could I investigate? There is this, which is a boat. To build such a large ship out of chocolate is magnificent. As expected of Master Jeff, I want to try eating it. Although I have no idea where to start eating it from. Anywhere should be fine. But if you start eating the crime scene, I'll make you leave. Don't glare at me. Can't you tell it was a joke? I'd like Raymond to be just a little bit calmer. Oh wait, I can move. Ah, okay. So we have this as well. Wait, that's... Oh, okay. It seems that the stand supporting the ship has been broken. It's a broken stand. The stand that supported the ship was broken and caused the ship to tip over. Oh. So the ship tipped over and broke the treasure chest, didn't it? Maybe. Could the victim have been crushed by the ship and killed? If that were the case, this would have been an accidental death. You two aren't serious about that, right? Well, we were only discussing one of the possibilities. I was being pretty serious, though. Detective Band, I would like you to tell me about the state of the victim. If you mean a photo of the body, here, look at it. All you like. Seems the victim was beaten to death with a blunt object. The victim appears to have been beaten to death with a blunt object. But way to go out, sheesh. Has the murder weapon been found? You should try asking the prosecutor in charge, later. Seems he doesn't intend to tell me frankly. Of course. So, may I borrow this photograph? Sure, it's not a photo that was taken by the police. Miss Hall took a photo of the body with an instant camera when she discovered it. Oh god. An instant camera? Is that like a disposable camera? An instant camera is a camera that can develop its film right after taking a picture. Such a convenient camera exists. Anyway, let's go over the state of the crime scene a bit. This photo. Upon closer examination, contradicts the state of the crime scene. I'll have to deduce the contradiction to resolve this matter. Okay. So, wait. What did I just get? I got the photo. It was found in a treasure chest made of chocolate, blah 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 blah. Oh no, the ship is shown. I thought the ship wasn't in that. Wait a minute, the signet! There was no signet there. Huh? Yeah, the signet appears, looks like it's appeared. Can I actually... do I have any logic I can apply? Breaking sound, beaten to death, broken stand. Oh! Those two go together. The breaking sound was probably the stand breaking. Jeez. Whoosh! Due to the broken stand, the ship lost its balance. It would seem Miss Hall entered the room upon hearing the ship collapse. Yeah, when Miss Hall entered the room, the ship had already fallen over. At any rate, I wonder why the stand broke. Why the stand broke. The ship fell over because the stand broke. Why did it break? I mean, if it was only made of chocolate, shouldn't be too surprising. Maybe there was something wrong with the ship's balance in the first place. Is that really true? So what's weird about this by comparison? Oh! There's no blood. I'm assuming that's a thing I can do. I don't know if this is the right place to deduce, but there's no blood. The bloodstain doesn't exist. I don't know if that's the right place, but whatever. Eureka! Are you sure that the only thing the police removed from the crime scene was the body? They also took away the piece of cloth the body was wrapped in. In that case, a major contradiction has been created at the crime scene. Contradiction? Detective Bad, please look at the crime scene carefully once more. The bloodstain that should have remained at the crime scene has disappeared. I definitely didn't get any reports about the bloodstain being cleaned up. I'll check with forensics. Mr. Edgeworth, what happened? Comparing the photo and the crime scene, something struck me as being out of place. In the photo, the chocolate underneath the body remained intact inside the treasure chest. However, in the actual crime scene, it's missing. The chocolate with the bloodstain has completely vanished. Yes, did the police remove it? Or was this the work of the criminal? According to forensics, no one has cleaned up any bloodstains. I see. Well, that would mean someone erased the bloodstain. Who knows? Body was recovered by the police. Okay. Interesting. What else is there in here? The hell is this? Is that another one of those Star Cups? Elegant tableware and cookware placed on the counter. Looks like the same tea set Miss Hall was using earlier. Was Master Jeff drinking this black tea? On this tea set, only Jeff Master's fingerprints were found. Were his fingerprints found on anything, or of any of the other cookware? The cookware was washed. Nobody's fingerprints remained. Though I might have been cooking with gloves on. Seems the only thing here with his fingerprints is the tea set. Made by Pierre Houquet, I don't know how you say his name. Just fingerprints were found on it. Touch check the button for details. Right, hang on. I think I need to just mute my microphone if I can. And then clear my nose, because God, it's a pain in the ass. Okay. Hopefully everything's okay. I clicked the Windows taskbar and then hit the hotkey to mute my microphone and everything minimized. Oh, that was a mistake and a half. Whoops. Was not expecting that to happen. Right, anyway. So, I examined the teapot. I don't remember what just happened because of what just happened. That's completely thrown me off. Oh, I can actually check it. Ooh. Wait, it's the signet. There's an engraving on the bottom. It says PH. It's the initials of the creator, Pierre Houquet. Miss Hall and Mr. Master seem to be a big fan, or two big fans of his, or of this sculptor's works. Initials, huh? If it were mine, it'd be RS. Why don't you try carving your initials on your own belongings? Can I not deduce? Because that's the same as the signet ring, or the signet thing that we found, I think. Is it also PH? Yeah, it is. Wait a minute. Unless... Unless that was part of the bottom of this, and it fell out. And that's what was used to kill him. Ah. Maybe. That's my idea. It's my only thought. Oh, hang on. I was thinking maybe I could actually put them together. I also realised I didn't bring up one of my other tabs. Beaten to death. Oh, I can't apply logic with evidence, so never mind. Whoa, God, I didn't want to do that. Oh, don't matter, I'm skipping. I didn't realise I could do that. Huh. So we have this guy. The chef. Excuse me, but you are... My apologies. I was meditating. What did you ask, Sir Detective? Actually, I'm a defense attorney. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm his assistant, Raymond. Part of my late introduction. My name is Dane Gustavia. I am one of the pastry chefs participating in this contest. What kind of desserts do you make, Mr. Gustavia? What the fuck? Oh, Gustavia. I don't know how you say his name. What the heck? Whoa. My specialty is making desserts out of candy. Aw, what a cute seahorse. It was meant to be a dragon, dancing in the sky. This is a dragon? I think it would fit better in the ocean than in the sky. I know all too well that my design is my weak point. Or that design is my weak point. I plan to study design and undergo training in Zhangfa, once things settle down here. Probably shouldn't touch the subject of design any further. Mr. Gustavia, if you aren't related to the investigation, why are you in this room? So Detective wanted to know more about the desserts in this room, so he asked me to come. Since he's one of the contestants, he might know something. Okay, so... tell me about yourself. I don't know if it's Gustavia, fuck it. Those instruments you use are quite unusual. Whoa! These instruments are called candy pumps. And they pump air into candy, or into the candy. They kind of look like swords, they're so cool. Indeed, ever since I began using them, no day has gone by where I didn't receive a burn or wound. That's why I wear red clothes, so that not a single stain will ever show on me. Making desserts is serious business. I am always training. Well, aren't you fancy? Does he injure himself because he hasn't trained enough? The contest! Can you tell me about the Great Dessert Contest that was held here? From the looks of this room, it seems the desserts weren't just for eating. The exhibition Sir Master held was a contest in the art of dessert. The art of dessert. Desserts that are true works of art, made solely out of edible materials. The works of art in this room are all made from desserts. Now that you mention it, the whole room is filled with the smell of chocolate. Sir Master exhibits great talent in both flavour and design. If you're not able to surpass Sir Master in flavour and design, you will not be able to win. Beating the world's greatest pastry chef is pretty hard, isn't it? In other words, if I can surpass Sir Master, I shall become the world's greatest pastry chef. That was the prize of this contest. The prize is the title of the world's greatest. In addition to that, there is also Sir Master's treasured Angel's Recipe. If you want to learn more about the contest, just look at this piece of paper. These were the rules that were given to the participants of the contest. Contest rules, editor card record, I didn't read it. What did that say? The rules of the contest are written on this piece of paper. Touch the check button for details. So, title of World's Greatest Pastry Chef and Angel's Recipe. Contestants' rooms will be judged. Starting from the left, afterwards all parties will meet in Jeff's room. Any decorations not made from desserts are prohibited. Entering another contestant's room before the judging is done is prohibited. Alright. And about the case. Sorry, but I do not know much about the incident. I only learned about the incident after the judging had finished. How was the contest judging carried out? Let's see. Semester started judging at 3 PM. Starting from my room, the judging proceeded in a clockwise direction. I used the room to the right of Semester's room, which is the room we're in now. Next, the room of a female pastry chef named Delicia was judged. A female pastry chef? What kind of person is she? She's a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal. I heard she used lots of cream to make a fantasy-themed dessert. Oh, Dover was the victim. And lastly, Sir Dover's room was judged. His works were frozen statues made from sherbet. Hall discovered the body in the middle of Gustavia's judging. Oh. She panicked, and because she immediately notified the police, Master continued judging, without knowledge that the body had been discovered. As a result, Master judged Dover's room in Dover's absence. It seems we have plenty of room to suspect Master. I'm lacking in information. It's probably too early to object. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you talking to Mr. Gustavia about earlier? I was asking him about the chocolate frame hanging on that wall. I thought something was missing. Oh, there's a handprint on it. I thought if I asked someone who knew a lot about desserts, I could get an answer. Although, thanks to your arrival, I still haven't gotten my answers yet. There's also a crest missing in the lower left. Well then, since you've been waiting for so long, you can ask him about it right now. I guess you don't understand sarcasm. Mr. Gustavia, can you assist us with this matter? I train in the art of desserts every day. If you have a question about desserts, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you very much. Okay, so what on earth why is this missing? You can make such a beautiful picture out of chocolate, as expected of Master Jeff. Is this really chocolate? It looks like an actual picture to me. Impressive, Sir Attorney. You noticed well. This picture of an angel is not a dessert, but rather the angel's recipe. The angel's recipe. The prize for the contest. This picture isn't made of chocolate. Indeed, within this chocolate frame lies a recipe book. So Master told everyone when he explained the rules of the contest to us in this room. So the contestants knew that the recipe was here. How about it? This frame. Don't you think it's missing something? This must be what Detective Bad was asking Mr. Gustavia about earlier. This chocolate frame, there does seem to be a part that's missing. That's what's been bothering me as well. What's missing? Let me show Raymond the part of the chocolate frame that's missing. Oh. Take that. Look closely at this part with the decorations. Can you see that one of them is missing? It's true! It's different from the other decorations. This imperfect balance in the decorations is not like Sir Master. Upon closer examination, it seems this frame is not the only one with missing parts. We need to investigate further. All the desserts in this room each have one part missing. Whoa, the candle holder and the sailing tools are all damaged as well. So someone tampered with the crime scene. Tempered desserts. The desserts Mr. Master made were damaged in several places. Perhaps. Maybe Master vandalized the room himself to fool us. Master Jeff wouldn't do that sort of thing to his desserts. Tempered desserts. I wonder if they are connected to the incident. Morrison Teller inspects every suspicious looking nook and cranny. These finger marks are... These are unidentified finger marks. We don't know who they belong to. Since no fingerprints were left behind. Finger marks without fingerprints. These might be related to the case. Frame finger marks. Someone left finger marks on the chocolate frame, no fingerprints were found. Oh no. It's a mystery. He was probably wearing gloves. Ugh. Detective Bad likes dreams and romance. Don't think there are dreams or romance at a murder scene. Achoo! You alright, Raymond? This room is way too cold. The foundation patio wasn't very warm either. This room certainly is cold. Do you want to wear my coat? Nope, I'm fine. Because that's something that you promised to give me when I become a defense attorney. Huh, that's right. Why is the temperature turned down so low? It's been turned down in order to maintain the chocolate's temperature. Yeah, as I thought. Why don't you try opening the panel covering on that wall? Panel cover? Whoa, there's a secret panel hidden there. This control panel is installed in all the rooms Sir Master prepared. Oh. So as to not detract from the dessert's presentation, the cover was closed to conceal it. What does the panel do? It allows you to change the temperature and the lighting in the room. In order to preserve any type of dessert, it can go down to about -22 Fahrenheit. The room would be like a freezer. It's set to 59 Fahrenheit. No wonder I thought it was cold. Detective Bad. I'm not allowed to change the temperature, am I? Preserving the crime scene is the foundation of being a detective. But I'm not a detective. A defense attorney can't recklessly damage a crime scene either. Indeed, Sir Assistant, enduring hardship is also part of training. In order to preserve chocolate, 59 Fahrenheit to 64 Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. The ideal temperature for chocolate, as expected of the dessert chef. No, it is but a trifle. This is basic knowledge that anyone should know if they're a dessert chef. Oh god. So what's the idea? The ideal temperature for candy and fresh cream. As long as you watch out for humidity and hot temperatures, candy shouldn't melt. For fresh cream, around 50 Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. You need to watch out for the humidity and hot temperatures for candy. I see. Detective Bad, he seemed a bit happy when they were talking about candy. Is candy one of his favourite things? Already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. God, I can't stop yawning. Oh, I don't know why. I'm yawning so much my jaw actually hurts. Tempered desserts. Damaged in several places. I'm feeling that tired. I might actually finish this first scene and then just have a very short session. I did not expect to be so bloody tired. It's really, really ridiculous. Each of Mr. Master's works had a piece that was missing. Add to that the fact the ship's chocolate stand was broken. I think we can surmise that someone ransacked this room. And the other one who did it could be the true culprit. That I don't know. But I think it's safe to say that the ship's stand got broken when the room was ransacked. And when the ship fell over, it broke the treasure chest lid. I expect that the lid of the treasure chest was originally closed. Oh. Alright. What? Notice anything? Your way of investigating is too soft. An investigation is like a popsicle. Walk around the crime scene and investigate. Talk with the people involved. If you do that, little by little, you'll lick it down to its core. And the truth will be written on the end of the popsicle stick. I pray that it doesn't say, the truth was lost for all eternity. Oh dear. Who are you then? What about over here? Was there nothing suspicious in the cupboard? No, sir. So, there was something? No. Only things like cooking burners and tableware were placed here. Or placed there. I see. Defense attorney, was there nothing that you noticed? No. So you did notice something? Oh no. I didn't notice anything. Everyone's always giving replies that are difficult to understand. I think it's your way of asking that's bad. What are you investigating? Sir, I'm checking the temperature of the stream. What have you learned? Sir, this stream has warm water. The stream is connected to the fountain in the patio and runs through every room. It's an unusual construction for a room. The minds of the rich I'll never understand. Oh, there we go. It seems our investigation of this room is just about over. Crime scene notes updated. Body was recovered by the police. Okay. This should make it clear. Jeff Master is the culprit. But why? All the rooms in this mansion were locked from the inside. And the only way to open them from the outside was to use this key on the mansion. Or to the mansion. Do you know who had the key? Master was the only one with the key. There were no spare keys. I can't read. As I say, I'm tired. The only key that can unlock the rooms in the mansion was in Mr. Master's possession. By using the mansion key, Master could enter all the contestants' rooms. Of course, the key could also lock his room from the outside. However, Mr. Master's room is currently unlocked. Yeah, that's why you suspect Master is the culprit. I'd like to hear your reasoning in more detail. Oh, okay, we're having an argument. Alright. Boom. If the body had been found in a locker room, Master would have been the prime suspect. That's why Master made sure to leave the door to his own room unlocked. And to ensure that the body would be seen, Master broke the lid on the treasure chest. After the judging, everyone was scheduled to meet in Master's room. That would have created the impression that the murder had occurred while he was aware. Contrary to his expectations, the body was discovered by Miss Hall. That's my reason for suspecting Master. Got that, Ace Attorney? So, you also think it was Mr. Master himself who vandalized this room? Yeah. You defense attorneys believe that justice lies in trusting your clients, but I'm a detective. If I believed every poor sap's story, I'd let the suspicious ones get away. I understand your reasoning thoroughly. However, I'd like you to hear my thoughts on the subject now. Fine. Alright. Detective Bad believes that he is right, but I won't give up so easily. I can't accept his reasoning. I'll have to show him evidence that contradicts it. Yeah! Why I suspect Jeff Master. Hold it. Isn't it a bit premature to suspect Mr. Master on those grounds alone? Boom. It's a little premature for you to be objecting. Just wait until I'm done. I'm sorry, did you say to wait? Hold it. Don't know if I like Gregory's voice. He left it unlocked. If the door had been locked, Master would be the only one who could commit the crime. Well, Maybe the door just happened to be unlocked. Then maybe the body just happened to be lying in the open, waiting to be discovered. Runt. Do you think you can become a good detective with logic like that? But I don't want to be a detective. I want to be a defense attorney. Hope he isn't trying to steal my apprentice. Master had a reason to leave the door unlocked. To ensure that the body would be seen, Master broke the lid on the treasure chest. Oh! Yeah, I've just realised what he's incorrect about. Yeah, the lid wasn't broken on its own. It was the ship that broke it. It should even say here. Circumstances are unclear regarding the part of... There, before the ship's fall, the treasure chest lids was closed. Didn't really say that the ship caused it, but I'm pretty sure that's why. Objection! Originally, the victim's body was hidden inside the chocolate treasure chest. Miss Hall entered the room when she heard a sound. I think it is likely that this was the sound of the chocolate ship falling over. Yeah, that's what you would think, just by looking at the crime scene. You said that Mr. Master broke the treasure chest lid himself. But this photo shows that the ship's fall caused the lid to break. Oh, shit. If the lid broke just before Miss Hall found the body, then Mr. Master, who was in the middle of judging, could not have broken it. Oh! I never said that Master broke the lid directly. The ship was set up to fall during the judging. I believe he tampered with the stand. Objection. Do you have proof he tampered with it? No, but the investigation isn't completely over yet. It seems they still haven't found anything conclusive. Have you found any other fingerprints, other than Mr. Master's, in this room? Yeah, there were some left on the door. But the victim Dover and Master were also among the fingerprints left behind. Before we made our desserts, we all gathered here to have the judging explained to us. Perhaps that was when we left those fingerprints? But you didn't find any fingerprints on the works in the room. What? Someone tampered with the chocolate in this room. So perhaps there are other fingerprints on it apart from Mr. Master's. No matter what we find, it won't clear Master of suspicion. Labby, hurry up and dust the chocolate for fingerprints. Roger that, sir. Detective Bad, we found another person's fingerprints on all the chocolates in the room. Whose? Fingerprints. They belong to a pastry chef by the name of Delicia. Good work. Return to the investigation. Yes, sir. Delicia. It would seem that there are other suspicious people besides Mr. Master, after all. I don't need a defense attorney to tell me that. I'm not stopping my investigation. We will just go and listen to what this Delicia has to say. Alicia Gustavia told us about her not long ago. Is she really a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal? Mr. Edgeworth, this Delicia lady sounds mighty suspicious to me. Seems that it'll be necessary for us to speak with her directly as well. Detective Baird, would you allow us to accompany you? I'm not obligated to do that. What? But you were the one who discovered the truth of the crime scene. Fine, have it your way. Follow me. Detective Baird. Thank you. Very nice. Ba-ba-bum. Detective Bad, sir. Are you sure about that? Right now the prosecutor is in the room. Doesn't matter. Him and I don't see eye to eye. Oh. I wonder who it could be. Him? Who's the prosecutor in charge of this case anyway? Manfred von Karma. Of course. Von Karma is in charge? That guy hasn't lost a case in 25 years. Wait a minute. Oh wait, we don't do courtroom stuff, so it doesn't exactly matter. Winifred von Karma, the living legend of the prosecutor's office? If the rumours of his courtroom performance are to be believed, he's a man who would do anything for a guilty verdict. No matter what kind of prosecutor he is, I can only hold true to the path I believe in. Oh, to be continued. Ooh. Of course I want to save. Sadly, I do think I'm going to call that a shorter session. It's only been an hour. I did manage to finish one part. How many parts are there to this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9. So technically there's only 8 of them left. Whoa, that's a really cool castle. Holy crap. Yeah, there's only 8 parts of it, so I might try and do at least 2 in each session. If they take an hour each, then that shouldn't be too hard to do. I was tempted to go crazy and try and do 4, but recording the game for 4 hours would be really quite hard. The game puts me to sleep. It's not boring, I think it's just the fact of I'm already slightly tired and also a lot of reading. It just makes me want to yawn a lot. Don't really put me to sleep, as such, it just makes me yawn. Regardless, apologies that is going to be a shorter session than normal, but I would rather end the session than, you know, start to fall asleep. Either way, that is going to be the end of the session. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.